Assalamualaikum and very good morning to my exhibit independent Dr. Nur Melissa binti Ali and also IRTS Dr. Baljit Singh anak lelaki Batal Singh. My name is Aiman Shakir bin Rosman. I am being supervised by Dr. Muhammad Faizal bin Muhammad. Today, I will present to you about my final year project, which is Unsteady Renown Average Navier-Stokes or U-run simulation of flow in a pipe. In this presentation, I divide into 4 sections. For the first section, it will contain on the introduction of the project, next, methodology, followed by the result and discussion, and the last section is conclusion and recommendation. For the first section, which is introduction, Renown average Navier-Stokes equation can be defined as time average equation of motion for fluid flow, while computational fluid dynamics or CFD is employed in order to solve this equation. Continuous advance in computational flow have leading detailed description of flow behavior by enable CFD analysis of flow in a pipe. Unsteady Renown Navier-Stokes or U-runs simulation is the best choice or the better choice that allowing a better prediction of unsteady flow in a pipe. The model have provide more insight into physical properties of the flow, and also transport of passive scalar is usually caused by the unsteady phenomena. For the problem segment, there are only several research that been made regarding to the unsteady flow in a pipe. The most common approach that been applied for see the flow structure in a pipe is steady Renown average Navier-Stokes or steady runs. That's why I take this title for my final year project. And also the shape of pipe also play an important role in order to see the flow structure in a pipe. The research question that I can come out from this research is how the effect of unsteady Renown average Navier-Stokes approach to the multiphase flow, and also how does the flow structure change due to the different geometry of a pipe. From the research question before, I can come up with the research objective for my final year project, which is first, to investigate the effect of unsteady Renown average Navier-Stokes approach on the multiphase flow. Second, to investigate the flow structure based on the different shape of a pipe. Next, we move to the second section, which is methodology. There are 2 steps in order to do this research. First is mathematical modeling, and then simulation setup. For the mathematical modeling, it been divided into 2, which is governing equation and also turbulence model. The governing equation is a variable that has been decomposed in the U-run methodology is a time average a pipe plus fluctuation pipe. Reynolds average mass and momentum equation are shown as below. The difference between the steady and unsteady equation is regarding to the time step. The steady equation is not include the time step, but the unsteady equation is include the time step. Then turbulent model. The turbulent model that been used in this research is standard K epsilon equation. Standard K epsilon is a 2 equation for convection and diffusion of turbulent energy. For the large variety of engineering flow, the standard K epsilon model is proven to be robust and somewhat accurate, and it is frequently used in the industry since it can be solved relatively quickly compared to the alternative turbulence model. The table below shows the coefficient that for the K epsilon equation. The second step in the methodology is simulation setup. In the simulation setup, it been divided into 5 sections, which is the first is generate modeling geometry, mesh generation, turbulent model selection, boundary condition configuration, and last but not least is solver configuration. The first section for the simulation setup is modeling geometry. The three types of 3D geometry with the same computational geometry dimension but different bend angle before the outlet side being constructed by using ANSYS Design Modeler. The first picture shows the 90-degree bend pipe. The second picture shows the 45-degree bend pipe, and the third picture is show that the 30-degree bend pipe. The table below shows the description or the geometry for the pipe. The material that been used is aluminium. The diameter of the pipe for the inlet and the outlet is 40 mm. The bend radius for the only for the 90 degree pipe is 50 mm. The length of the vertical straight pipe is 400 mm, and the length of the horizontal straight pipe is 800 mm. The second section is mesh generation. The final grid mesh have been applied to the near wall with the inflection layer to obtain an accurate flow field near to the pipe wall. The entire computational domain was discretized using tetrahedron grid type with the element size of 50 mm for the three type of pipe. The tetron mesh been applied due to it is very flexible and faster to be meshing. The inflation layer also been applied to the each pipe because to accurately capture the boundary layer region for the any wall bounded turbulent flow. The picture below shows the example of meshing result for the 90-degree pipe. Next, the third section for the simulation setup, which is turbulent model selection. There are several steps that been done for this section. First, set up multi-phase flow for the pipe by using homogeneous model, which is volume of fluid or VOF. The volume fraction formulation has been set up as explicit due to the transient flow, and the current number been set as 0.5. For the turbulent model, the standard K epsilon and standard wall function been set for this study. The picture below show the multi-phase model configuration and also turbulent model configuration. For the multi-phase model configuration, we are set as the volume fluid explicit and with the current number of 0.5. For the turbulent model, we set as the K epsilon, standard and standard wall function. The fourth section for the simulation setup, which is boundary condition configuration. In this pipe, the oil and water are supplied with the same velocity at the inlet boundary, which is 5 meter per second. The water and oil are used as the primary phase in inlet 1 and inlet 2 respectively, with the volume fraction of 1. At the outlet, the operating pressure being set as the atmospheric pressure and the outlet pressure being set as 0. No slip boundary condition being imposed to the wall. The equation below show the equation for the turbulent kinetic energy and also turbulent dispersion rate. From this equation, we get the for the turbulent kinetic energy, which is 0.0938 meters cube per second cube, and turbulent dispersion rate, which is 1.683 meter cube per second cubic. The last section for the simulation setting or simulation setup is solver configuration. The solution method that been applied in this study is Peierls scheme. Peierls scheme is used for the transient flow or unsteady flow. The residual been set as 10 to the power of negative 3 in order to achieve convergence. The calculation be set up as 5000 time step with the time step size of 5 time 10 to the power of negative 5 second. The calculation for to find the time step size is shown as below. The equation is current number is equal to the velocity time with the time step size over with the length between the mesh element, and the time step size that we get is 5 times 10 the power of negative 5 second. The picture on the right show the solution method configuration. The third section for this presentation is result and discussion. In this result and discussion, there are several factors that been highlighted, which is model verification, flow analysis of oil and water, velocity streamline, and also velocity profile. For the model verification, a verification case is carried out to validate the geometry model presented by this study under the same measurement analyzed by Flores, Enrico, Moncato, and friend. They conduct the simulation of 90-degree pipe elbow with the radius and diameter ratio of 1.5. The length of horizontal pipe upstream and vertical pipe downstream of the elbow were 400 mm both in order to obtain the fully developed flow. Next factor is flow analysis of oil and water. The figure below shows the volume fraction of oil for each pipe. The flow characteristic of oil and water highly dependent to the volume fraction and Doppler distribution of the dispersed phase because of the density difference between the two phases as state of Nadel and Mewes. The first figure shows the volume fraction of oil for the 90-degree pipe. The second figure shows the volume fraction of oil for the 45-degree pipe, and the last picture shows that the volume fraction of oil for the 30-degree pipe. Next, we go to the each type of pipe. For the first pipe is 90-degree pipe. The first figure shows the location that I take for the volume fraction at the bend on the entry and the exit of the bend. For the first picture on the bottom is show the entry volume fraction of oil, and the second picture is volume fraction of oil at the exit of the bend. And I can conclude that the oil and the water do not fully mix. The second pipe is 45-degree pipe. The first picture shows the plate that I made at the bend of the 45-degree of pipe. The second picture shows the volume fraction of oil, and I can conclude that the water is dominant than the oil at this section. The third pipe is 30-degree pipe. The first picture is show the plate that I made at the bend of the 30-degree pipe, and the second picture is show the volume fraction of oil at the plate that I made, and it show the oil is on the lower side when it through the pipe bend. The next factor in the result and discussion is velocity streamline. In the velocity streamline, it can observe that the velocity streamline will be increased when there are interaction of oil and water through the pipe wall to the outlet. The quick shift of the flow direction at the bend cause it become more turbulent in the zone than the horizontal and vertical zone. We can see from the figure on the right side, this is for the 90 degree, this is for 45 degree pipe, and this is for 30 degree pipe. And we can see from the all of the figure show that the velocity is high when they are through the bend, and also when there are be interaction of oil and the water. The last factor that been highlighted in the result and discussion is velocity profile. The figure on the top right show the velocity profile of 4 bend side of the 90 degree pipe, and we can see the velocity is high at the middle of the pipe, and it will start from the 0 millimeter per second to the 10.5 millimeter per second at the middle of the pipe. For the figure on the bottom right show that the velocity profile for the bend side of 45 degree pipe, and we can see the velocity is increased from the bottom wall to the upper wall of pipe, and the maximum velocity is 40 millimeter per second. Next, the figure on the right show the velocity profile at the bend side of the 30 degree pipe, and the pattern of the graph is quite similar with the 45 degree pipe graph, which is the velocity is increased from the bottom wall to the upper wall of pipe with the maximum velocity 14 millimeter per second. Now we move to the short video of the simulation that been done by me in this research. First, we go to the first pipe, which is 90 degree pipe. This is the result of the simulation, and it show there will be the interaction of the two fluid, and they are slightly unsteady movement. Then we move to the 45 degree pipe, and we can see that will be unsteady interaction at the bend of the pipes. Then we move to the last pipe, which is 30 degree pipe. The movement of the fluid when it collide with each other, and we can see they are being high unsteady flow at the bend. The significance of work for my research is unsteady Reynolds average Navier-Stokes approach can be applied in the oil and gas sector for see the interaction of the multi-phase flow. Other than that, this study also can give extra knowledge regarding to the unsteady Reynolds average Navier-Stokes approach, especially for the oil and gas workers. The last section for this presentation is conclusion and recommendation, and I can conclude from this research the usefulness of URAN approach in the modeling flow with the practical interest in study. The current number have been set as less than 1.0. If the current number exceeds 1.0, it may cause divergence to the simulation. As general observation, by implementing cost mesh, the velocity variation are overestimated, whereas when they using the refined mesh, a better forecast is obtained. For the recommendation, I recommend to do a research on the effect of erosion of sand regarding to the unsteady flow. That's all from me. Thank you to you for spending your time for listening to my presentation and watch my presentation. If you have any question or inquiry, you can email or contact me as stated in this slide. Once again, thank you and have a nice day.